Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. It's Wednesday evening, it's 7 o'clock, it's time for the Geek Daddy's Off the Rails. It's me, the Geek Daddy. Welcome. We did have some time off last week. We did postpone the stream. Tonight's stream was going to be a look at some more Scottish stock and roots, and then the 805 came out. And so we have had a discussion with our channel mods, Jason and that. Today, Jason has chatted to us about various things, none of which I can tell you, of course, I'm not allowed. But he did mention a few things about changing some stuff for the stream, particularly the date and time, which we're going to look at. And also he discussed changing tonight's stream from a ScotRail stream to the Evero Class 805. There you can see it on the menu at the top left corner there of the available trains and things we've got. We are going to take a look at that today. We're going to do a couple of runs on that. So without any further messing about, we're going to dive straight in. Let me just sign into the YouTube chat so I can see it. And we'll get started properly. So I should have done this before I began, but things being what they are, it didn't happen. Right, there we go. Verify me, yes, that's fine, we'll do that. Enter your password. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go, let's get signed in, and then everything's running as normal. There we go, there's Jason. I can see the chat now. Bonjour, Jason is here. Good. Let's jump in to the Evero, Euston to Milton Keynes, it says there. We have two routes available to us that we can use, London Euston to Milton Keynes and Birmingham to Crewe. I've already played a run on Birmingham to Crewe, so I think for the first go for the stream tonight, we'll run London Euston to Milton Keynes. And let's see what we have available to us. There is a 33-minute service, that sounds alright. One stop. They're all one stops. Let's do that. We want driver. I hope the sound levels are alright. It sounds like they are. It looks like it's okay. On my end, do let me know if I need to adjust any game sounds, anything like that. We do, of course, have the bingo card. A few little changes here and there on the bingo card. But we do have a few. We have Spad, and we can have the shiny crosses, like so. We have Shut the Doors. We have Blame Jason, or GeekDaddy blames Jason. Forget what I'm saying, blames the chat. Overshoot, breaks the train. Washing machine's finished running. Love this route. I mentioned I've been on the route. Heckled. And that's ridiculous. That's a new one that we've added. Error. Oh, hello. That's happened. Out of video memory, trying to allocate a rendering resource. Make sure your video card is minimum. Yeah, that's a good start. Well done, Dovetail. So yeah, we'll try that again. That's a good start, isn't it? We're gonna have to wait about 5 minutes now for the game to reload. It is loading. Uh-oh. Yeah, said Jason. Not a good start. It worked fine on Birmingham to Crewe for trying to load into a London Euston service, and it said no. We'll put you on the Be Right Back screen whilst we wait for the game to load, and we'll bring you back in. Alright? We're about halfway loaded. I had that twice today on London Overground. Oh, okay. That's an issue that needs resolving. I've got a bit of a cold, so do apologise if I'm coughing and sweating and sneezing. Starting to come down with something. We are still loading. I have reduced the amount of content I have installed as well, so yeah, not really sure why that's happened. Yeah, we know. Get into it. Let's go. To the trains. Train depot. Timetable. 8:05. London Euston. It says last played, but we didn't manage to play it at all. It was that one, wasn't it? 1D84. Just want to make a note of the service that didn't load. And it seemed to be working this time around. We'll see. Metro Rivals coming this year. Wishlist now. Here's a QR code. We will try to feature that on the channel when it comes out. Nope. It's happened again. Interesting. That's twice. It's not going to be a very fun stream if all we're doing is getting a video out. A video memory reduction. I'm going to just have a look behind the scenes. I'll put you back on the be right back thing again. Goodness me. Updates. Just going to check. Seeing any update. Right, okay. No, there is an update. An update has just popped for Arc Raiders. I'm not really sure. We are still loading. Maybe we'll run a service on Birmingham Crew instead. And then we'll try again and see if we can get a service running on the Euston, London Euston to Milton Keynes. Put my phone on silent as well, that will help, won't it? This has proven to be a very interesting stream so far. Oh, good grief. Let's just stick you back on there. I'm just going to poke around in the settings of the Xbox itself. See if there's anything sort out here. It's not like those are. It's not about video. Only 62 add-ons installed, so I don't know why. What's causing the problem? Okay, we'll try and load back in. And see if it's, right, we're back. Let's try again. I pressed any button, it's frozen. There we go. This is normal, it's an Avanti unit. Fair enough. I've never travelled on Avanti, I don't think. Let's try Birmingham to Crewe and do that instead. Let's do, that's an empty stock move. Express service from Crewe to Stafford. Okay. 20-minute services are not very long. Let's do that one. Let's do that one just so we can get service done, and you know, just show it off a little bit. Not really much else I can do. If it's not going to load, it's not going to load. Let's move that down a little bit. It's worrying when a Gen 9 gets out of memory. Yeah, it's a little bit strange. Let's get set up. Warning systems are on. Let's hit the master key. That's on. That's done. Lights. And unlock doors. So we are at, I don't know, where are we? We are at Crewe. Of course we are. A modern Crewe as opposed to a 1980s Crewe. Of course. No, we don't have Crewe, do we? We don't have Crewe. We don't have a 1980s Crewe. Unless I've completely lost the plot. I say my brain is not braining because cold. Not yet, no. I'd rather them not give TSW7 and focus on TSW6 bugs. Yeah, that sentiment is shared by a few people, Dougie. Only other Crewe was 50s, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. crew in the 50s was the Spirit of Steam, wasn't it? Yeah. Um, modern crew, old crew. That's what I was thinking of. For some reason, I put it in the 80s rather than the 50s. Yeah, it is rather. What was I saying? Yes. Yeah, I think it was Jason I was speaking to about it, and we were saying, the yearly release schedule is all very well, and I get why they're doing it to maximise profits, etc. Bingo, yes, but it means that they're not spending enough time on bugs because they're already developing the next game. They're already in, pre-development, etc., and testing for TSW7 probably. Um, and only a small amount of people are actually focused on fixing the bugs, finding the bugs, that sort of thing, and rolling out the updates because they're focusing. And the team's probably split three ways at the moment at Dovetail. There's probably a team for Metro Rivals. There's probably another team for any other game or whatever that they're doing. Be that a fishing game or Catan. I don't even know if they're still doing Catan, but you know what I mean. And then there's a Dovetail TSW lot, but they're probably split even further by the fact that they're developing TSW7, meaning that there is not a full focus on TSW6 and resolving bugs. And I think you're right. I think they need to perhaps scrap the yearly release schedule and focus on getting a game out, get it out for a couple of years, maybe a 2-year cycle, 3-year cycle, similar to Farming Sim, for example. Bring out a game, let it have a 2-year cycle, and then on the 3rd year, bring out a new one. And that will allow the game to mature, that will allow time for the bugs, etc. I don't know. I can say this and it fall on deaf ears and go nowhere. I can say this and they pick it up and they go, oh, actually, yeah, you're right. Who knows? Right, let's get underway. We need to lock the doors here. And Jason called a bingo. It was. I forgot what we were saying. Forgotten. That one there. There you go. First bingo. Let's get underway. Apply some power. At the moment, the textures are holding up as well. We are speeding. .158 on the left. Coming into crew. Speeding again. Been to crew many times. Lovely. What? Lovely staying to spot at. Been to crew many times. Lovely staying to spot at. Lovely station, I assume, is what you mean. Just to stop at, just spot at. Yeah. Station. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Looks like there's a Pendolino coming past. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to crew. I don't think I've even been through it. Can't remember. Been to Doncaster. Been to York, Leeds. Leeds a few times now. York, Hull. Euston I've been to. I've been through quite a few stations. Birmingham I went through, most recently through Birmingham New Street. We can accelerate up to 110 now. There's only one good thing about Birmingham: you can leave just as quickly as you arrived. This is true. This is very true. I've been to Cardiff. That was another one. And Cardiff Bay. Yeah. That's not really on the West Coast main line, nor with York, to be honest. I'm just thinking of stations I've been to. I've got hiccups now. Ah, brilliant. It's throttle off because we are just creeping over the speed limit. That sign say? This train is not fitted with speed supervision. Control the speed to PS and MU speed profiles only. It's not fitted with speed supervision. Oh. Unlike the 802s with the APT. Another Pendo. I've no idea what's going on upstairs. Fox doesn't like me being external and up in the air. He doesn't know what to do with the Xbox sound. Let's jump back in the cab. He wasn't sure what to make of all of that. So we have 15 miles to go to Stafford. Our only stop, of course. We're running fast. Really? I mean, I do like the high-speed runs, and I do like the high-speed trains. I like travelling on them and what have you. There's just not a lot to do in between. And when it's, you know, non-stop all the way to Stafford, and that's the only stop. Yeah. I do like the 805 though. I mean, it's very similar to the 801 and the 802, I suppose. See, the 802 is bi mode. I don't know the difference between the 802 and the 805 personally. Something I should check. Obviously all electric, I would imagine. Chris Stafford section is long and dull, same as rugby, Milton Keynes, is running fast, yeah. Can we open that nose up? Let's have a look. Forward preparation, rear preparation. I'm assuming by opening that opens that up. Yeah, there we go. So that's now opened up, ready to crash headlong into the next train in front and couple up. And we can open it up like that. And then of course you can close it back again. I imagine. Press that and it closes it back up. I don't know. Nope. That didn't do anything. Press and hold. We've broken it. Uncouple, forward preparation. I have absolutely no idea. I opened it, and now I can't close it again. So that's happening. We're running with the nose open. GeekDaddy breaks the train. I think that's a bingo, isn't it? Yep. There we go. It's broken. There we go. How do we close it back up? And now it's raining as well. Get the wipers on. Let's hope we don't break those. There we go. Uncuff it. What if we press that? Will that do it? I don't know. Definitely broken it, that's for sure. Safety system isolated, emergency brake. We're looking around for buttons that we can press. emergency engine start. This is bi mode as well then, because it's got diesel and I would imagine it's only a rescue engine, like the 801. I was waiting for someone to tell me what the difference is. Wouldn't be a TGD's team if you didn't break something. This is very true. What about if I do that, press that, and then press that? Nope. It's still broken. That's still open. Ooh, there's an off thing there. No, can't get that. I don't know. That one opens the rear run. If I press that one, it'll open it at the back. We don't want... Hang on. Wait. I pressed the rear one, and the light went off on the front. But it hasn't closed it. Now, if we look at the back... Oh dear, excuse me. And it's open at the back now as well. Great. Oh. So if I press that again... Oh, it's snowed. 805 is fully bi mode. They use overhead lines between Euston Crew, then run diesel to Chester and Holyhead. Oh, I see. Right, how do we shut this door? Is that? That's come back on. We've properly broken it. That is not closing. And the one at the back is open. So it's fully bi mode. So it's fully bi mode. Right. So similar to the 802. So what's the difference between the 802 and the 805? Because they're both bi mode, aren't they? Let's concentrate now. Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. I pressed it and that's not. No idea. Down to 40 miles an hour.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
There we go. Right, unlock the doors. And somehow, one day, I will figure out how to get that closed once I've opened it. Because that's not done it. Uncouple. Apparently, the nose is supposed to auto-close, at least on the 800. Yeah, I don't know. Lock the doors then. And we get kicked out of our seat as the next driver takes over. Continue. Return to timetable. Let's see if we can work out a way to get the Euston one done. I would like to run it on the Euston services. So let's back out of there. See if we can, if we go in through this way. What about if we turn off some of the layers? If we turn off the southern and southeastern high speed, turn off that one as well. And that one. And that one. Let's just have the intermodal ones go in. Confirm. See if that helps it a little bit. Right. Okay, let's load. Please load. Right. And it was this one, wasn't it? Let's try a different service. Let's do from Milton Keynes into London Euston, see if that works. We'll soon find out. Yep, that worked. So I would suggest then, if you're going to run London Euston services with the Evero, to maybe look at reducing a couple of the layers and see if that works. It's worked for me. So far, that one service is the one that's crashed, and this one loads. But we'll try running that service again with the reduced amount of layers, see if that helps. Right, unlock the doors. Of course, we want master key in. We want forward. Like that. We're not going to mess around with any buttons right now. We'd rather not do that. We're at Milton Keynes. Lights, of course. I'm still waiting for Double Decker Time Machine 2 to come out. Still waiting. I've been waiting years for that film. You can't decide if he's getting on the train or not with his little fancy suitcase there. Right, a man with green trousers and a crocodile skin suitcase. Those two things do not go together. Judging the passengers. Sounds like a West Coast thing to do. Lock the doors. The passenger door has become stuck. Brilliant. Up we get. It's right down the other end of the bloody train, isn't it? Right. Okay. Maybe get up for nothing. It's literally the last one. You're joking me. Where's the button? What a pain in the ass that was. Right, anyway, that's all fixed. Hopefully no more problems. Let's get underway.
Welcome aboard this Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
I said let's get underway. I did.
Only.
Come on.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the
We are
train.
in forwards. Why are we not moving?
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff. Or
That will be it.
Transport police on
No, that's not it.
61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it.
Say it's sorted. If you see a man driving a train who looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, report it. It's me. Right. Why are we not moving? Probably because that door's open. That'll do it. Shut the doors. All of them. I reduced the layers. AN. We're rolling backwards. Why are we rolling backwards? We're going to... Right, come on. The amount of creative liveries I had, that would do it as well. We're rolling backwards. But we have no forward. Right. That's interesting. Let's check the pantograph is actually up. No. The pantograph was not up. Okay. It's up now. I can hear it. Right. Anytime you like. Strange things are going on here. I love the one by Train found Paddington in Peru. Yes. Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah. Are the doors open? Or did we close the doors? The passenger door has become stuck. No, it hasn't. I fixed it and it's broken again. We are late departing. We're going to be late arriving unless we can make up the time. It's this one. What? There is no door. There is no stuck door. What are you talking about? There are no stuck doors. Right, that one was stuck apparently, even though I opened and closed them. What is going on? Right. Let's shut that one. The pantograph is down again. Yeah, the pantograph has dropped. Again. That's very strange. Yep. Yeah, one's stuck. You can tell by the clicking sound. Yeah. The pantograph kept dropping. And there's no power. Let's restart the service. Something not right there. Something was not working the way it should be. Right. The pantograph is up on that one. Yeah. At the back? Yeah, fine. Okay. That's up. Let's do it this way. Master key in. Reverser forwards. AWS. Lights. Unlock doors. none of the pantographs are up. They were, and now it's not. Lock doors. Right. All being well, I can reduce my brakes. They've released properly this time. Right.
Welcome aboard this Avanti West Coast service to
Now we're
London
moving.
Euston.
That was
We'll be
bizarre.
calling at London Euston only. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Right, so we are going non-stop to London Euston. Yay. So great for high-speed fans, for people like me who love a bit of commuter action, you know, sort of stopping services. Yeah, this is not the pack for you if you really, really love commuter services. I mean, of course, you could, you know, run scenarios and free mode it. You know what I mean? And then you can add stops in and whatever. But the timetables that you currently have, yeah, not a lot happening. But you know, some people enjoy the high-speed stuff. We'll just sit back, relax, and do some train spotting. There's a 350. Most of the 350, I've downloaded the livery that puts the branding back on, I think, and they should be running it with that livery on. I'm not sure if they will or not. We'll see. Up to 110 then, which we will do for the most part along this run into London Euston. Excuse me, how rude, yawning. To be fair, if you were on a Scotland run, you would run fast from Euston to Warrington, Bank Quay, yeah. It's about 200 miles non-stop. Jeez. What do the drivers do in all that time? That's why I would never be a train driver. I'd just lose my focus, you know what I mean? I'd be like picking up a book or something. Just getting up to go to the toilet and make a cup of tea, cup of coffee, get a snack. I wouldn't be able to keep my attention, like looking ahead for that long. Maybe I would, I don't know. You train yourself to do it. Driven 80 miles, reward earned. Okay, do I get another reward when I drive 805 miles? I would imagine so. Oh, we're supposed to be doing 90. Never mind. There we go. Down to 90, 37 miles to go to London Euston. Regular viewers will know that I always sound the horn in and out of tunnels. I've done it for years. It's always been a thing that I do. I don't know why. I just do. Like, why the tunnel needs a warning that I'm going in and out of it, no idea, but there we are. It's a fun little thing that I do. We can go back up to 110 now. So let's get our speed back up. 35 miles to go. Bit of a tilt on. I hadn't realised how much these trains do tilt. Ever so slightly crept over the speed limit there. This is quite long with not a lot happening. I do apologise. I thought it would be a good way to show off the 805. There's not really a lot to show off. This is the 805, it does 110. It's blue, it's black, it's white, got a bit of an orange on it. And it's high-speed services between Milton Keynes and London Euston on the West Coast main line, and then there's the Birmingham cruise section. Yes. I don't really know what else to say. I like it. I do like to sort of sit back and do a high-speed run every now and then. The routes themselves, I don't play these routes very often. Maybe this will be the thing that gets me back into these routes. Of course, I play a lot of Riviera. There we go, right. These don't tilt either. Really? It was just a natural lean then. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like there's a natural lean. See what I mean? It just feels like it's tilting. Maybe just the way the track is. I don't know. I'll put it quite simply, I'm currently ill with the man flu, or the lurgy, whatever you want to call it. I'm dying, alright? I may not make it to next week. So yeah, I don't know, I'm talking nonsense, it's normal. In real life they're not meant to tilt, that's why they can't do 125. I think for fair price for this DLC, you 2 new timetables if you have the right DLC. Yeah, I mean the price is fair, absolutely. You said in real life they're not meant to tilt, that's why it can't do 125. Yeah, that's fair enough. But like I say, look, there's definitely some kind of a tilt on there. Or a lean, or whatever you want to call it. There's definitely something happening. I've no idea what's happening upstairs. I do apologise if you can hear any of it. There are times where I wish I could shut the door. helps a little bit, but the cat will be like, oh, the door's shut, I don't like it. Can't win. Really interesting as well is that these trains don't have yellow fronts. Seems to have stopped being a thing with Avanti. And I wonder why that is. You look at the 350 coming now, it has a yellow bit on the front. And a lot of other trains do have that still. Apparently it's to do with the increased brightness of the lights on the front and rear of the trains, which means that the yellow fronts and that are no longer required, as Jason says. No longer required because the lights make for higher visibility. More powerful lamps, etc. Various safety systems that have been implemented on trains. Since the age of diesel, the yellow fronts are no longer needed. It's a shame though, I do like trains with yellow fronts, it's something about them. But then at the same time, there's something to be said for this livery not being ruined by a yellow panel on the nose or something. We're 18 miles away, 17 miles away now, just ticked over. We're doing alright for time, I think we'll make it on time, we'll see. None of the new trains have the yellow now. Yeah. I can't even recall. Did the GWR ones, the 802s, I'm sure some of them still have the yellow front, unless they've repainted them. They certainly did when they first came out. I shall have to check next time I'm down a station. Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing this game a while now with the motion blur turned off, and I have to say, I don't miss it. Obviously, as per Jason's recommendation, if I were to do Bakerloo, then yeah, I'd turn it back on, because apparently it looks horrid if you don't have motion blur in there, in those tunnels. 710, yep, and a Pendolino. Motion blow off for me and Bakerloo makes me feel nauseous. Yeah, I haven't tried it myself yet, but I imagine it probably would have the same effect. I just noticed the textures on that 710 there, which is a little bit blurry, which makes me wonder. Here. All looks okay. Getting close now, only 10 miles to go. 10 minutes in which to make sure that we are on time. The weather seems to be changing as well. Bit of mist coming in. And we are getting close to London now, so. Yeah, that weather took a turn, didn't it? On our run into London. Not sure we're going to get any rain or anything like that, but it's certainly turned quite misty. Wembley, is that? Yeah. Let's get down to 90. Green's all the way now into London itself. 5.9 miles left. Doing alright? Blind. Can't see. Came out of the tunnel. Like, wow. Okay. Right. Yeah, textures have really gone a bit doolally on that. 350 there. Continue to brake as we get down to 55. We are rapidly approaching Euston now. That thing seems to be going much faster than we are. That can't be right, surely. Mind you, maybe it's accelerating up to 80 and we're not. We're slowing down for the 55. I don't know. Avanti won't hire me, I'm on time. Fair enough.
are now approaching London Euston. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Yeah, we're about 30 seconds over, Jace, so... basically on time. Oh. Something applied there and put me to a stop. It obviously thought I was going too fast and I was going to hit the buffers, so it stopped me. I doubt it's going to let me move forward enough to... finish the service. Have to be 15 into the station even though it says 25. So it stopped me and it won't let me carry on. That pantograph has gone down again, that's why. Brake release. That's what I was looking for. Doesn't appear. There we go. Is it going to let me do anything? So I was on time. And then it stopped me. Ah, that might have been what it was. I had the brakes held. Pantograph dropped again. We'll get there. It's just unfamiliarity is what it is. There we go. There we go. It was just unfamiliarity with the train stopping itself and just dropping everything. And then I had the brake thing held or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're in. Lock the doors. A silver. Okay. Alright. We'll accept that, I suppose. What we got? We are at 8:30. We've got about half an hour left. Let's see if we can get a London Euston service going the other way. Let's get that. See if we can get one of those working. This was the one that wasn't working, wasn't it? Let's try it, see if we can get it to load. If it crashes again, I shall just end the stream and call it a night. Okay, so it seems that service definitely doesn't want to run. Annoying. Well, I think then I'm not going to try and get it to run again and wait ages for the game to load. What we're going to do is we're going to end a little bit earlier than planned. Simply because the game is just not playing. And yes, we'll see you on the next one. Keep an eye out because we are going to explore the option of moving to a different day with the TrainSim World content. We're considering moving it to the Sunday, which has been vacated by Sunday Social. We're considering moving TrainSim World to Sunday and making that our main day for streaming. We'll see how that goes, of course. But keep our eyes open because we'll make a decision as to when that will happen. I don't think it will happen this Sunday unless I'm well enough to do it. But we'll see. Keep an eye on the channel for any information on that or on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, the link is in the chat there. Just need to scroll up through the chat to find it. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care for now. Bye-bye.